This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got Blueface linking up with Pinky Doll. Remember her, the NPC girl? Apparently, she's still making a lot of money, but she needs to boost things up. So her and Blueface linked for some content. Obviously, Stunna girl. You know, Blueface has this whole weird thing with girls. Cycling them in and out. Jaden, his baby mom, Chrisean Rock, who I guess she's preparing for a fight with another girl. Then we got now Pinky Doll's in the mix. I don't know. You know, it's like whatever. It's just like Instagram messiness, you know? It's like, who cares, really? I'm just reporting on it. Okay, so 50 Cent reports on Cardi B. She fell off a chair during her performance, which, I mean, she's like flipping backwards in chairs. It's possible you're going to have a mishap. 50 Cent says, don't call me a conspiracy theorist, but Charlie, but Cardi was popping it. Then the government pulled the chair, and I think they sent more. Because remember, the robot fell on her, too, during the Super Bowl. Now, she did attack the government while she was on stage the other night. You know, that's a popular thing to do now with a lot of celebrities. Who cares? I mean, you know, listen, there's a new issue every month. Cardi B is, she can say whatever she wants, okay? It's entertainers like to voice their opinion, and they all align on certain issues. I'm not saying I'm against it or I'm with it. It is what it is, you know? To me, the government's always going to do what the government wants to do, you know? Can't really do anything. That goes for every government in every country. It's just, they just do what they want. It's a program that's bigger than you and I. And you know what? I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Because it's get posted. Druski turned down a collab for NBA YoungBoy's clothing line. Never broke again, but ended up doing one for Young Thug Spider. And YoungBoy was pissed about that. He was pissed. He didn't really say much, but like the word is he's tight. Well, this is a funny live. So this is Remy Ma. Would you say she's famous? You call her famous? So famous she can't go outside? People just be like, how are you doing this? And you're so famous. And the fact that she reacted to that comment, knowing that you haven't had a hit record in 10 years, right? You're not really doing anything. You're not even a streamer now. You're not even a podcaster like everybody else. I think Love and Hip Hop was over early on. The latest thing was just you cheating on your husband. Is she somebody? Of course, but like I wouldn't talk about this. This is weird.
How do you balance being a celebrity and a regular person? I don't. I'm just a regular person all day, every day. It just so happens that I am me, if that makes sense. Some people, like, you know, they have to turn into their persona when the cameras is on or when they out and about. I never really had that problem. How do you balance being... That's a Lifetime movie.
Remy Ma is just kind of annoying, I'm going to be honest with you. She says she's doing a Lifetime movie. She's acting in a Lifetime movie. That's good. I don't hate Remy Ma, but it's like... She's kind of annoying, to be honest with you. Glossup says Brorilla pulled up while shots were fired. So Glossup used to be best friends with Glorilla, I think, right? And Brorilla pulled up on her while shots were being fired. She refused to let her in because she was pregnant at the time. And she says, yo, be honest, are you choosing your unborn child or risking it to help somebody that's already got themselves in trouble?
For what? You ain't even telling the real reason why you don't like me. You do not like me because you was outside of my house while I was pregnant as hell with my son. You tried to bring your ass to my house while you was getting shot at, bitch, and I left your ass outside. That's what happened. Why would you come to my house when you getting shot at, bitch? The fuck?
That's true. It's like you're trying to get your friend clapped up. Facts. She made the right decision. Young Dolph murder suspect, we already talked about this. He took a plea deal, and he's avoiding a trial after admitting Yo Gotti's brother Big Jook paid for the hit. Is there any evidence of that? I don't know, but it's probably it's a possibility, right? High probability, maybe. Seems like Yo Gotti's brother was the one that really caused a lot of trouble. Young Jeezy did not like it. When you remember when Young Berg's chain was always getting taken and stuff? Well, he had this track with DJ Infamous from Atlanta, and a bunch of people were featured on it. One person was Jeezy. They all jumped on the record with Berg's verse already on it, or hook. Jeezy was the only one out of like Juicy J, everybody else, that refused to do a scene with Young Berg because he felt it was bad for his street image. Bro, that's overdoing it, to be honest with you. Young Berg, I never looked at as a street rapper anyways. When he got his chain took, I thought he should have just reported it stolen and got the insurance money. I actually told him to do that. I said, yo, bro, just report it. You're not known as a street guy. Like, maybe you come from that environment, but nobody looked at you as like a tough street rapper. Like, you're Young Berg, bro. You, like, just report your chain stolen. Anybody can get their chain stolen. And just report it stolen. I used to work with Berg a lot back then. And you know what? That's what he should have done. And you know what? He should have just owned it. Like, yo, you can't just go around taking people's stuff. I didn't do it unless I did something to you. Or unless we committed crimes together and you robbed me. I'm not going to tell any of them, but to just randomly pick on Young Berg, he's tiny too. He's a small guy. I'm not saying he's not tough, but it's like, bro, like a Trick compared to Young Berg. I mean, come on. You get a lot of points for that. I like Trick, but like, I don't think Trick never even really talks about that, honestly. I'm sure he says, like, why did I even do that? You know? Kevin Gates responds to Brorilla after her viral shout out because she said Kevin Gates is her favorite artist, right? Kevin Gates was super flattered, which tells me, which is funny. You know why it's funny to me? Because currently Kevin Gates is going through a time where his wife is trying to slander him. And she wants money, right? This is the same kind of situation here where Brorilla is trying to extort her sister for cash. But Kevin Gates co-signs it.
Your video had just came across my desk. I just wanted to tell you something. I really appreciate you, bro. Thank you. And I'm flattered. Like, that really mean a lot to me. Shit, whenever you want to meet me, bro, I ain't doing no balls tripping. Whenever.
If I ain't accomplished nothing, I want to meet Kevin Gates. That's all I want to do. I want to meet Kevin Gates. That's it.
Your video had just came.
And then, of course, Scarface, a.k.a. Brorilla, said, y'all made this happen for me. I'm grateful towards my supporters. Alrighty. Faizon Love and 50 Cent are going through it, as we know. He lists a timeline of Faizon Love, legal troubles, domestic violence, misdemeanor in an airport in 2017, 2018 to 2023, $500K judgment and a harassment civil case, 2024 to 2026, felony assault, throwing object at a female, hotel clerk's head, not guilty plea, trial pending. 50 Cent says, nah, man, they really think he tough. He better focus on this case. He throwing stuff at hotel people. Then, he puts up his little memes of, like, this is New Jack City, where, and he puts their face under, whatever. He says, New Jack City was the bomb, right? Y'all seen him start with me for no reason. He says, could you imagine being the most successful production company at the moment, pushing diversity and having people work against you? Imagine that. Yeah, Faizon Love was trying to, like, downplay him for, like, oh, he opened a studio and now he's in the movie business. Faizon Love, you've never directed your own film or anything. Like, you would benefit from aligning yourself with 50 Cent and trying to get some roles. You're an actor. It makes no sense. Why would you shrink your employment pool? And then we got Scarface, Woods, Brorilla versus Rick Ross's baby mother. All right. She goes off on her. First, I think she started with her. So, first, Rick Ross's baby mother.
That Brorilla have been attacking everybody out of here. But she said she don't want none of me. Bro. Listen, bro. You better get up off my motherfucking knees. I got word that. Okay? Leave her the fuck alone. All right? Okay? You leave her the fuck alone. I ain't gonna say it no more. Go get your $2,500 flat. Eat your spicy chicken sandwiches and them diggity dogs them niggas feeding your ass. And leave her the fuck alone. Okay? Leave her alone now. You better leave her the fuck alone.
All right, so then we got Brorilla. She goes off on her.
All y'all motherfuckers coming at me wrong about the Tia Kemp situation. Okay. I don't give a fuck if y'all got $2,500 flats to pay me. I'm not going back and forth with that lady. I'm just not. She win. She won. I'm 15-1.
Oh, okay, so she don't want no smoke. Yeah, because that might be the end right there. Because Rick Ross's baby mom doesn't play. Max B's trying to bring back the studded belt. Sorry, bro. Nah. Maybe you'll get a few people wearing them that love your music, but that ain't happening, bro. That was back in 2008. No. Sorry, buddy. And then we see Rihanna here hugging up with her hairstylist with A$AP Rocky next to her. Hey. And it is what it is. This is JordanTower with JT News. I've been lacking the past 2 days. Sorry about that, but I will pick it up today. I appreciate you guys. Smash that like button. Peace.